All right, to get this started, we are going to take this toward a lopsided crow today, which means this is very much going to be focused into the upper body, the shoulders, the upper back. There's going to be a lot of twisting as well, keep in mind, and working with a bit of your bent arm strength. So just be ready for that as we go through the flow today. The lopsided crow is a demonstration that I have before we begin. So what's going to happen once we get into the main part of the flow, every sequence is going to bring you to the front of the mat. And I'm going to cue this into crow first, hold this for a breath or two, and then go right into the setup for the lopsided crow. I recommend going ahead and doing both. At least try out the setup toward the lopsided crow, just because it's definitely a much different way to balance, and you'll start to see where you might have imbalances from right or left, from one arm to the next or one shoulder to the next. And it's worth working toward things just to feel out where that actually is, to start to narrow that sort of inconsistency. There's also a way to move directly from crow to the lopsided crow, and I'll show that once with this demonstration here, and you're welcome to do that during the flow, but it's going to be the last time I throw that one out. It's definitely a bit of a reach. You got to have a pretty solid crow, but work things as best you can and see how far you want to take this. So what's going to happen at the end of each sequence? You're going to be basically, you're going to come down. Well, actually, let's start with crow. So from here, you're going to take a forward fold. Both hands down, dig your fingertips into the floor. And as usual, just lift your heels, bring the knees to your arms. Look forward, lean forward. Keep your butt high, keep your head low. And as you bring your weight forward, let your feet lift together. Toes to touch. Bring the heels up toward your seat. Try to squeeze everything in. And then after a breath or two, I'm just going to set everything down and come down to all fours. Now for the lopsided crow setup, you're going to have one forearm down and one elbow lifted. So I'm bringing my right forearm down to the floor. I'm going to keep the elbow to the side and bring my hand into center. So that down forearm is going to be diagonal in relation to the rest of your body. And then with my left hand, I'm going to keep the elbow lifted, but slide the hand back so I can stack the elbow directly over the wrist. The more vertical your forearm is, the better. You're going to have much more control for keeping yourself in place. If your hand's too far forward, you got too much of an angle, you can still balance it here, but it's definitely a bit more precarious. So try to slide that hand back, keep the elbow pulled in, just like chaturanga when you come forward with the elbows bent. And then from here, take this basically into a lopsided dolphin. You're going to tuck the toes of both feet, lift your knees, bring your hips up high. Walk your feet in. Get your hips as high as possible, ideally with your hips directly over your shoulders. The more vertical your torso is, the easier it is to actually balance this, even though that might seem a little counterintuitive. So I'm going to put my left knee on my left arm, and then my right leg squeezes in toward the left. You're using the thighs to hold on to this shape. And then just keep looking down, keep your hips high, and see about lifting the second foot. Now, when you do this, keep in mind, you don't want to just be loosening your legs with your feet just hanging wherever and with your hips coming down. The more vertical you are and the more everything's pulled in, the better off you are as far as balancing this and keeping the shape under control. So work that as best you can. Fold your legs in completely and hold that for at least a few breaths. It's a little bit tough to get out of this shape and move through the vinyasa. And if you want to play around, you can fly right back from that. And just work things as best you can, see how far you can go with that. Now, if you want to move from one pose into the next, this is a little bit tricky and you got to go slow. It's still the same principle. You want to keep your butt high in the air and your head down low. Get as vertical as you can. But for that, you just come right to crow first. And then from here, once you tip forward, bring the toes to touch, pull the heels in again, pull the legs in close, keep your head low and keep your butt up high. Dig down into your fingertips. Now this time, I put all my weight to the right side. So my right knee's on my right arm, left leg squeezes toward the right. And as I look down, I'm going to grip the floor, pivot as slowly as possible. And the last few inches, that's the hard part. You want to set that elbow down without rolling off to the side. And that is, the biggest hazard is that you just do kind of roll off right there and lose your balance. So try to stay as tense as you can as you set the elbow down and go as slow as possible. If you do roll off to the side, it's not that big a deal. I've done that dozens of times. It took me a while to figure that out. So just work things as best you can and see how far you want to go with the pose here today. And just feel things out. So all that said, let's go ahead and start this in child's pose. So on your shins to begin, knees out wide. Point the big toes toward each other and then sink your seat back toward your heels. Walk your hands forward. Bring your torso down low between your thighs. And bring your forehead all the way down to the mat. Once you're down here, just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. And then when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready here, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, keep your eyes closed, but come up onto your fingertips. Walk your hands over to the right side and stay low, torso long over your right thigh. Reach your left arm as far right as you can and then pull the right hand back. Set it down outside your right leg. Press into the floor, sink your left shoulder down, and just let your body twist a little bit here. With the next inhale, reach both arms in line. And with the exhale, bring the hands back through center, over to your left side. Torso long over your left thigh. Stretch the right arm as far left as you can, and then pull the left hand back. Set it down outside your leg. Press down to the left hand. Sink your right shoulder down and just breathe here. With the next inhale, reach your arms in line. And then with the exhale, bring the hands back to center. And then walk the hands in toward your knees. Go ahead, open your eyes, bring yourself to an upright seat. And then once you're up, let's just take things slow. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. And with the exhale, bring the hands down to center this time. Now, interlace the fingers, face your palms away from you. Keep your elbows out wide. Palms toward the ceiling. Pull the shoulders back and keep your chest open. And then just lean over to the right side. Bring your gaze up high. Pull that left shoulder back. Bring it up through center. Lean over to left. Right shoulder back, gaze up high here. Keep your chest open. Come back through center. Lean over to the right side again. Keep looking up. And then back through center. Over your left side. Right shoulder pulled back. Look up toward the ceiling. And then bring it back through center. Lean over to the right one more time. Now hold here. Pull the right shoulder back. Keep looking up. Keep your chest open. And maybe press through your palms and extend your arms to take this just a little bit farther. And then bring it back through center. Lean left. Right shoulder back. Gaze up high. Maybe press through the palms and take it further here on this side. With your next inhale, come back to center. Reach straight up. And with the exhale, just bring the hands down through center. Down to the floor. Come up into all fours for a moment. And just give yourself a moment here. Move the shoulders and hips side to side. Maybe shake your feet out a little bit. Then we're coming to that basic setup that we had before. So go ahead, walk your knees forward behind your wrists. Keep the knees wider than your hips. Big toes point toward each other like in child's pose. Walk your hands back. Come down to sitting on your heels. And we're going to set this up for bridging. So you have the hands behind your shoulders about shoulder width. Try to stay light, maybe stay up on your fingertips. And to make this work, keep in mind, you need to kick your feet down and squeeze your glutes as you press your hips forward and up. Let's take it back and forth. With an inhale, kick into the floor. Squeeze your glutes, hips high, let your head hang back. And then with the exhale, bring it back down. Move slowly, move with control. Inhale, press your hips up high, open up again. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift your hips, press this forward, open up your chest. Exhale, bring it back down again. And then with your next inhale, press this up high and hold this time. Now keep your feet kicking down. Keep your glutes tense like this. Keep your chest open. And if you want to take it further, kick harder into your feet and try to just hover your fingertips off the floor, but hold the arch. And then slowly bring it all back down. Now from here, we'll take a little bit further side to side. So keep your left hand down. With your next inhale, sweep the right arm left and open up to the side. Exhale, bring it back down. With the next inhale, sweep the left arm right. Lift your hips up. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, sweep your right arm left again. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, sweep the left arm right. Kick down, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, come back down. Now inhale the right arm left one more time. Hold here. Now stretch your right arm long. Let your head fall back. Keep breathing. Keep your hips pressing forward and keep the glutes engaged. To go further, kick into the right foot. Stretch that right arm. Try to hover the right knee up off the floor. And then bring it all back down. Take it on the other side. With your next inhale, go ahead, sweep the left arm right. Now stay open, stay lifted. Let your head fall back. Hips are still pressing forward. Kick in your left foot. Stretch the left arm long. Try to hover your left knee this time. And then bring it all back down. And then once you're down, walk your hands forward. Come back to all fours. Take a moment, move around. And to see it, you're staying loose through your midsection around your low back. And then we're going to twist a little bit further here. So I want you to take this down from the hands and onto the forearms. Now both forearms down to the floor. Go ahead, step your feet all the way back, feet about hips-width distance apart, and bring your body into line. Now press into your hands, press your spine up toward the ceiling. Just hold here for a moment. And we'll take this as a forearm side plank. So once you roll your heels over to the right side, come up onto your left hand, the right forearm still down. Be sure you can keep your hips lifted. Now you can stay here if you like. If you can take this further, I want you to take a twist with the legs first. So press into your left foot and then pull the right leg from underneath and then forward. So the right foot stepping forward should be on the outside edge of that foot. Hips are still lifted here. And then when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your left arm high. With the exhale, twist and reach your left arm underneath. Inhale the left arm up high. Exhale, twist this again. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist. Inhale the left arm high. Exhale, twist, press into both feet. Inhale, reach your left arm high. Exhale, twist one more time. Inhale, reach us up high. And then go ahead, bring that left hand down. Step the right foot back behind the left. And then come up to center into your forearm plank. You're still lifted. Let's take the other side. Roll your heels to the left side this time. Come up onto the right hand. Hips are still high. Now, if you want to take it further, then cross the legs. Step your left foot from underneath, past the right. Keep your hips lifted. And then reach your right arm high. Now, back and forth from here. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist and reach underneath. Inhale, reach that arm high. Exhale, twist again. Inhale, reach up high. And then exhale, twist. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, twist again. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist one more time. Now inhale the right arm up high. And then go ahead, step the left foot from underneath behind the right. Come back to your forearm plank. And then go set your knees down. Come back up to all fours. And once you're in all fours, take a moment here, just move around. Now let's take this a little bit further into the wrist. So just keep your knees together, bring the feet together as well. And then slide the hands in close, within 1 or 2 hands lengths forward to your knees. And the closer you go, the less stress this is going to be on the wrists. So once you flip the hands over, backs of the hands down, palms facing up, the fingertips point the direction of your feet. Now set your hands down firmly, spread the fingers out wide, dig your fingertips into the floor, press your spine up toward the ceiling. And just feel this out here. Hold that tension in your hands and just start to sway the shoulders side to side. Now let the stretch move through the backs of the hands up into the upper sides of the forearms. And you can always just stay with this here if this is good enough. Now if you can take this further, keep that tension in your hands and keep your spine lifted. And then just take this back and forth. Inhale the right leg straight back. Exhale, curl this in, knee to nose. Inhale, extend the right leg back, keep your hands tense. Exhale, curl this in again. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, curl knee to nose one more time. Inhale, extend the right leg back. And then set the right knee down next to the left. Keep your hands tense and take the other side. Inhale your left leg straight back. Exhale, curl in, knee to nose. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, curl this in again. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose one more time. And then inhale, extend your left leg. And set the knee back down. Now, when you're ready from here, come up onto the fingertips. And then just keep the hands close like this, but flip them over. So palms down, rotate your fingertips to the side and then in the direction of your feet again. Hands are still shoulder width. You can walk the hands further forward if you like, or keep them close to your knees, whatever you prefer. And don't take it too far forward. So no more forward than 2 hands lengths. Now flatten your hands, dig your fingertips down, grip the mat. And then from here, just start by circling your shoulders over your wrists. Keep the legs together as you're moving and keep your grip. And then come into center with your arms still straight and your spine still pressed up. Now from here, take it further. Bring your shoulders forward, pull the elbows underneath you, and come forward at least a little bit. You don't have to lower too far. And then press back up the straight arms. Again, shoulders forward, pull your elbows in underneath. And then press back up the straight. Shoulders forward, squeeze the elbows underneath your ribs. Press back up the straight again. One more time, shoulders forward, elbows in, bring this forward the way you can. And then press back up the straight. Now we're going to keep moving like that, but this time with a counterbalance. So why don't you extend your right leg all the way back, keep the leg straight and keep it lifted. And then from here, shoulders forward, pull the elbows in. You can probably take it down lower like this. And then press back up the straight arms. Again, shoulders forward, pull the elbows in underneath, try to take it further, keep gripping the floor. And then come back up the straight. One more time, shoulders forward, pull the elbows underneath. And then come back up. And set your right knee down. Take it with the other leg. Extend your left leg straight back. Reach for the big toe. And again, shoulders forward, pull the elbows in underneath your ribs, and then press back up to straight. Again, shoulders forward, pull the elbows in, let that left leg counterbalance you, and come back up to straight. One more time, shoulders forward, pull the elbows in underneath, take it down, and then come back up. And go ahead and set your left knee down next to the right. Now, when you're ready, come up onto the fingertips, down onto your heels, and shake your hands out for a moment. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Once the hands are ready, come back to all fours. Now, wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips to set this up. Now, press in your palms, grip the floor with your fingertips, press your spine up toward the ceiling. And then from all fours, let's go ahead and tuck the toes and just hover your knees up off the mat. Now, work this with a little bit of twisting, taking this back and forth. So bring the right knee forward and touch your left elbow. And then step back. Left knee to right elbow. And step back. Right knee left again. Step it back. Left knee right. And step back. Right knee left. Step this back. Left knee right again. And step back. Now, right knee to left elbow, hold here and take things slow. Drop your left heel, pull the left elbow toward your belly, open to the side. Now extend your right leg and set the foot down. We'll take it up and down from here. With an inhale, press up high, reach with your left arm. Exhale, sink straight down. Inhale, lift this up and reach. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up and reach one more time, hold here. Now keep your right arm strong, keep your glutes squeezing, let your head fall back. Take a half bind, left arm behind your back, draw that shoulder further back and just breathe. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, sink straight down again. Pull the right knee in, turn back to center, left hand to the floor, you're back in that all fours. And we'll take the other side, left knee forward to the right elbow. Now go slow, drop the right heel, lift the right hand, right elbow toward your belly. Extend your left leg to the side and set the foot down. Up and down with an inhale, press your hips up and reach for that right arm. Exhale, sink straight down. Inhale, lift this up and reach again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up and reach one more time, hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, let your head fall back, keep your left arm strong. Take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm facing away, pull that shoulder back, stay open. Take an inhale here. And with the exhale, sink straight down. Pull the left knee in, right hand to the floor, back to all fours. And just set your knees down, move around. Give yourself a moment here to breathe. And then one more thing before we move on from this part of the class. So we're going to take this into a lopsided setup from here. Stay in your left hand, but bring the right forearm all the way down. Now, right elbow stays at the side. Bring your right hand to center. That forearm's diagonal. Slide your left hand back, stack the elbow directly above the wrist, and keep the elbow pulled in. Now, step your feet all the way back and bring yourself into a lopsided plank. And bring your body into line. Keep that left elbow pulled into your side. Now, I want to work this with a twist. Left elbow stays pulled in. But lift the right foot, bend the right knee, big toe down to the left side, try to touch the floor if you can, let your body twist, and then come back to center with the legs together. Again, right leg lifts, big toe down to the left again, come back to center here, legs in line. One more time, lift the right foot, bend the knee, bring that big toe down to the left, come back into center, and now you're still in that lopsided plank. Walk your feet forward, bring your hips up high. And walk this in as far as you can. Hips up as high as you can go. Just look down at the floor. Keep the left elbow pulled in. Left knee to your left upper arm. Keep it there. Keep that leg folded completely. And we're moving toward that lopsided crow setup. So just using your thighs, squeeze the right leg toward the left, and this is as far as we're going to go. And then release. Both feet down. Bring your knees down. And come up to all fours. Take a couple breaths. And just give yourself a moment. Move around. All right, let's take all that on the other side. When you're ready, bring your left forearm down to the floor. Now, left elbow to the side, left hand moves into center. Slide the right hand back and stack the elbow directly over the wrist. Keep the elbow pulled in. Now, tuck the toes, lift your knees, bring your hips up high. Walk your feet and get your hips up as high as you can. Now, just keep looking down. Try to stack the hips over your shoulders as best you can. Actually, let me back this up here. I'm jumping the gun. All right, bring this back to your lopsided plank. My apologies. Right elbow stays pulled in. Now from here, let's take it back and forth with that left leg. Bend your left knee, bring that big toe down over to the right and twist. Come back to center with your legs together. Bend the left knee, bring that big toe down to the right again. Come back to center. One more time, bend the left knee, big toe down to the right. Come back to center here. All right, now we'll go back to this. So walk your feet forward, bring your hips up high, keep your right elbow pulled in, and just look down at the floor. Now right knee to the right arm, pull that right foot in close, fold the leg completely. Squeeze the left leg toward the right using the thighs. And then just bring everything down. And come back to all fours. And once you're in all fours, just breathe and move around. Now you can always just stay here and breathe, take a break if you like, or maybe take another stretch before you move on. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. And once you move into position, just give yourself a moment, paddle around here and breathe. Now take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms flat, and you want to feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs, keep in mind. Sink your chest low to the floor, but at the same time, reach your hips up as high as you can toward the ceiling. Now, as you're reaching up, use some tension in your core. Pulling from the belly, around the lower ribs. Try to stretch your spine longer. Press your hips up higher. And if your legs are tight, if your hamstrings are tight, let this go. You can always just bend the knees or maybe pedal out and stay loose. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step to the front. Let's take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows, maybe shake side to side to loosen further. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin and restack your spine. So slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And then open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and then release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift it up halfway. Fingertips to the floor, to the shins, lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wrist the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control all the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet up behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time. Stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in the upper body. Press into your feet, squeeze your glutes. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Now keep the elbows at your sides. Pull the shoulders back. Try to lift up even higher. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, roll it down. Now keep your chin on the mat. Reach your right arm forward. Lay your left arm down at your side. We'll take a half bow variation. Now bend the right elbow so the right forearm is parallel to the front edge of the mat. Bend the right knee. Reach back with your left hand and find the right foot. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, lift your head, neck, and chest and look forward. Focus on the right arm. Press it into the floor. Pull your chest forward. And then kick into the left hand. Now as you're kicking, pull the left shoulder forward. Help lift the right knee higher. Kick the left foot down. Bring the weight forward toward your belly. And just keep breathing here. Draw the chest forward and reach the top of the head toward the ceiling. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, bring it back down. Now switch it out. Right arm down at your side. Left arm reaches forward this time. Bend the left elbow, set forearms parallel to the front. Bend the left knee. Reach back with your right hand and find your left foot. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, lift your head, neck, and chest and look forward. Use that left arm. Press into the floor. Draw your chest forward. And then kick into the right hand. Pull the right shoulder forward. Lift the left knee up further. Kick into the right foot. Bring the weight forward toward your belly and keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And now with the exhale, bring this back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Press the palms down to the floor. And let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang, stand at the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active. Work to lift your knees up from the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Pull the hips forward to deepen the arc through the front. Now lift up with the arms, but lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips up out of down dog. Now pedal out here for a moment. Let your hips move side to side. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. Move into a scorpion dog. Bend the right knee, hang your right foot to the left, and just feel your body twist. With the next inhale, straighten your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale your right leg high. And then exhale, twist, knee to left elbow, hold here, and go slow. Now drop your left heel, pull the left elbow toward your belly, open up to the left side, extend your right leg and set the foot. Up and down from here with an inhale, press your hips up high, reach with your left arm. Exhale, sink this straight down. Inhale, press this up and reach again. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, press up and reach one more time, hold here. Now keep the right arm strong, keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting. Take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm facing away. Pull that shoulder further back and just breathe. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just sink straight down. Pull the right knee in, turn back to center, left hand to the floor, right foot between your hands. And this puts you in low lunge. Now let's take it lower from here. Bring your left knee down, flatten your left foot behind you. Now sink your hips down, press them forward, press your torso into your right thigh. Look forward, reach your arms back. We're going to open and close this a few times. So with an inhale, open up, arms up and back, gaze up high. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, open this up again. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, open up and stay lifted this time. Now keep reaching up and back, keep looking up, but let your hips sink low toward the front and feel all that lengthening through the front of the left side. Keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, keep your shape, but bring your hands to your low back. Now interlace the fingers, pull the palms toward each other, press your knuckles toward the floor, draw the shoulders further back. Take an inhale. With the exhale, look forward, press to the right foot, stack your hips over your left knee, and keep your shoulders drawn back with this bind. Now I want to take it toward a half split setup, so just take it slow. Slide the right heel forward, straighten your right leg, rotate the big toe toward center, pull the right hip back, left hip forward, and keep your hips squared like this. Shoulders stay pulled back, take an inhale. Now with the exhale, slowly hinge from the hips, lead with your chest, bring your belly down to touch your right thigh, even if you got to bend the right knee to make that happen. Keep looking forward, keep the right hip pulling back, left hip pulling forward, and just keep breathing with this. If you want to go deeper, you can press your knuckles toward the ceiling to open up your shoulders even more, but just take it to where you can. And tune into that stretch on the back of the right thigh. That's what we're looking for here, keep in mind. Now with an inhale, slowly bring yourself all the way upright. And once you're up, bend the right knee, set the right foot flat. Now I'm going to take this toward a lunge. Lean forward to the right foot, tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee, stay forward like this. Shoulders pulled back, the weight comes to the right foot. Drag your left big toe forward till all the weight's on your right foot. And just keep your body in line for the crown of the head through the left big toe. Now take it back and forth, just hinging. So hinge from the right hip to lift the left big toe just a bit. Hinge back and touch that big toe to the floor. Hinge forward to lift your left big toe. Keep your lifted body in line. Hinge back and bring the big toe down. One more time, hinge forward and hold here. Straighten your right leg, keep everything lifted in line, and maybe stay more upright. Now, if you want to take it closer to a warrior three, you can hinge from the right hip and bring your lifted body toward parallel to the floor. Keep the shoulders pulled back, keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, it's warrior one. Bend the right knee, set the left foot down behind you, bring your torso upright. And take a moment to adjust your stance. Deep under the right knee, left leg straightened, both feet are flat. Left foot points aside at least a little bit. Now as you set this up, make sure you can pull the right hip back, left hip forward, and keep your hips square to the front. You can always shorten or widen the stance if you need to accommodate your hips. Now you still got the bind, keep the shoulders pulled back, look forward, sink your hips down. And then with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, elbows out wide, open up your chest, let your head fall back, hold here. Now still, hips the same. Right hip back, left hip forward, keep your hips squared. And we go back and forth from this arch shape to rounding the spine. So take an inhale. With the exhale, reach forward, round as much as you can. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, forward and round. Inhale, pull back, open up again. Exhale, round this forward. Inhale, pull back, open up. Exhale, round one more time and stay here. Right hand to the right hip, left hand to the floor inside your right foot. And we'll take it from here to revolved half moon. All the way comes to the right foot. Lift the left foot, extend your left leg straight back. And then lift your right shoulder, open your chest to the right side, find a twist. You can stay like this and this is fine. If you can go further, straighten your right leg. Maybe open up and reach your right arm high. And if you want to bind it, you can bend your left knee, reach with the right hand. If you find that left foot, kick into your hand and let this pull your shoulder further back and deepen the twist. Keep breathing. Now take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, release both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. Now from that fold, take an inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, set the hands. We're going to take it to crow. Palms down. Grip the floor with your fingers, lift your heels up. And bring the knees to touch your arms. Now hips high, look forward, lean forward, just go slow. And lift your feet together, toes to touch, pull the heels up toward your seat. Now to take it toward the lopsided crow, bring your feet down, come down to all fours. Stay in the right hand, but bring your left forearm all the way down. Left elbow to the side, left hand moves to the center, that forearm's diagonal. Slide the right hand back so you can stack the elbow above the wrist and keep the elbow pulled in. Just look straight down, tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees and bring your hips up high. Walk the feet and get the hips up as high as you can. Now, right knee to the right arm, fold that right leg in completely. Squeeze the left leg toward the right using the thighs. See about lifting that left foot up as well. And then when you're ready, go ahead and take it through your vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. Now let's take all that to the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Open to your scorpion dog. Bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, and just let your body twist. With the next inhale, straighten the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Hold here and go slow. Now drop the right heel, lift the right hand, right elbow toward your belly. Extend your left leg to the side and set the foot. Up and down. Inhale, press your hips up high, reach with the right arm. And then exhale, sink straight down. Inhale, press up and reach again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up and reach one more time. Hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting, let your head fall back. Take a half bind. Right arm behind your back, palm facing. We try to pull the shoulder further back. And just breathe with us here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, sink straight down. Pull the left knee and turn to center. Right hand to the floor, left foot between your hands, low lunge. And Anjaneyasana, right knee down. Right foot flat behind. Sink your hips down, press them forward, press your torso into your left thigh this time and look forward. Reach the arms in straight backward and open and close again. So inhale, open up, arms up and back, gaze up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, open this up. Exhale, bring it back down. One more time, inhale, open this up and hold. Now keep reaching up and back, keep looking up, but let your hips sink low toward the front and lengthen out the front of the right side here. Keep breathing with this. Now as you hold your shape, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring your hands to your low back. Find the grip that feels strange. Interlace the fingers. Pull the palms together. Draw your shoulders back. Press your knuckles toward the floor. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, look forward, pressing your left foot, stack your hips over the right knee. And let's take this into the half split setup. So go ahead, slide the left heel forward, straighten your left leg. Dig into the heel, rotate the big toe towards the center, pull the left hip back, right hip forward, and then just go slow. Now hinge from the hips. Bring your belly down to touch your left thigh, even if you got to bend the left knee to make that happen. Shoulders pulled back, look forward. Left hip back, right hip forward still. And if you want to go deeper, maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling as you fold. Just take it to where you can and look for that stretch on the back of the left thigh. Now with your next inhale, slowly bring your torso all the way upright. And then bend the left knee, set the left foot flat, lean forward toward the left foot. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift your right knee, leaning forward in a high lunge. Now from here, we'll take it further. Keep your shoulders pulled back, the weights on your left foot. Drag the right big toe forward to all your weights on your left leg. And just keep your hips squared from here. Let's hinge this back and forth. So hinge from left hip to lift the right big toe up a little bit. Hinge back and touch that big toe to the floor. Hinge forward to lift the right big toe again. Hinge back and touch the big toe down. One more time, hinge forward, lift the right foot, keep your left leg straight, and keep your hips squared, just balance right here. If you want to go closer to that warrior three, closer to parallel, keep hinging, keep your body in line, lower the right hip so it's level with the left and keep your gaze forward, keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, it's warrior one. Bend your left knee, set the right foot down behind you. And bring your torso upright. Now take a moment to adjust your stance. Deep bend the left knee, right leg straight, both feet are flat, so the right foot points to the side a little bit. Make sure you can pull the right hip forward and left hip back and square your hips. You can have to shorten or widen the stance. Sink low into the hips. And then when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Now with the exhale, pull the elbows out wide, open up your chest, let your head fall back, hold here. Right hip still pressing forward, left hip still pulling back. And then we'll take it from arch to rounded through the spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach forward, round as much as you can. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, forward and round. Inhale, pull back, open up. Exhale, forward and round again. Inhale, pull back, open up. Exhale, forward and round one more time. Stay here. Left hand to your left hip, right hand to the floor inside the left foot. And we'll take this to revolved half moon. Press into the left foot, lift the right and extend your right leg straight back. Lift your left shoulder, look left, find the twist, open your chest to the side. You can stay here. If you're going to go further, straighten your left leg. Maybe open up and reach that left arm high. If you want to bind it, bend the right knee, reach with your left hand, find the foot. And if you have that grip, kick in your hand, let this pull your shoulder further back and deepen the pose. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release. Both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. From that fold, when you're ready, take an inhale, lift it up halfway. And with the exhale, set your hands, we're going to take it down to crow. So palms down, grip the floor with your fingers, lift your heels up. And bring the knees to touch your arms. Now look forward, lean, go slow. And lift the feet together, toes to touch, heels to your seat. Take it to where you can. And try to fold your legs completely. And then bring your feet down. We'll take this to that lopsided setup. So down to all fours. Now this time, stand your left hand and come down onto the right forearm. Right elbow to the side, right hand moves to the center, so that forearm's diagonal. Slide the left hand back, elbow stacks above the wrist. Keep that left elbow pulled in. Now look down, tuck the toes of both feet, lift your knees and bring your hips up high. Walk the feet in, hips as high as you can go. Now left knee to left arm, fold that left leg in completely. Squeeze the right leg toward the left using the thighs. And see about lifting that right foot up too. Again, try to get as vertical as you can through the torso, hips up over your shoulders. When you're ready, take it through another vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, take a moment, pedal things out. All right, from here, we're going to take this into half pigeon. When you're ready, with an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now, bring the left knee down, flatten the left foot behind you, but pull the left hip forward. Keep your left hip in line with the right. Keep your hips squared. Sink your weight straight down and look for at least some of that stretch on the right side. Now, a bunch of ways you can take this. You can just stay upright like this. You can go deeper toward the back bend. You can melt down to the elbows. You can take it down all the way. Just take it to where you need to right now and breathe into this. All right, and then from here, bring the hands in close to that right shin. We'll take another pose. When you're ready, lower to the right hip, swing your left leg forward. And we're going to take this into a variation of Janu Shasana. So left leg extended, right knee bent. Sole the right foot to the inner left thigh as high as you're comfortable with. We're going to take this as a side bend. So turn, open your chest toward the right knee. And before you do anything else, bring that left forearm down inside your left leg. Now bend your left knee as much as you need to get that left elbow down to the floor. So you may have to bend the leg a lot. Keep that left elbow grounded. Now, out to the right side, reach your right arm out wide, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, sweep the right arm across and reach for your left big toe. Now, if you touch the toe, it's great. Don't worry about it. Just keep reaching. Look up toward the ceiling. Now, if you want to straighten that left leg further, be sure your left elbow stays down. Just take it to where you can. And if you want to deepen this, press the left arm into your left leg. Pull your right shoulder back and work to rotate, opening your chest toward the ceiling as you're stretching long all through your right side. Just breathe with us here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, slowly bring yourself upright. Now go cross at the ankles. When you're ready, roll forward your hands, step back to down dog. And we'll take those poses on the other side. So when you're ready with an inhale, raise your left leg high. Exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, so the ankle somewhere behind the right. Now right knee down, right foot flat behind. Pull the right hip forward. Keep your hips square to the front. Sink your weight straight down and look for at least some of that stretch on the left side, outer hip or toward the glutes. Now again, maybe just stay lifted like this. Maybe go deeper in the bend toward a back bend. You can come down to the elbows. You can melt it down. Just take it to where you need to here. Now again, from wherever you are, bring the hands in close to that left shin. Let's take the next pose. Lower yourself to the left hip, swing your right leg forward. And Janu Shasana on this side, right leg extended, left knee bent, sole the left foot to the inner right thigh. And turn open to the side, face your chest toward the left knee. Now, before you take this down, bend the right knee as much as you need to get the right forearm down and keep your right elbow on the floor. Stay open to the side. Out to your left side, reach your left arm wide, take an inhale. And with the exhale, sweep the left arm across and reach for the right big toe. Now again, if you touch the toe, it's great. If you don't worry, just keep reaching. Look up toward the ceiling. Now if you want to extend that right leg, straighten it out further, that's fine. Just be sure your right elbow stays down. To deepen, right arm presses to your right leg, pull your left shoulder back. And work to rotate, opening your chest toward the ceiling as your left arm's reaching and your left side is stretching out. Keep breathing here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring yourself upright again. Now this time, hands behind, bend into both knees. And then just coming down onto your back. Once you bring yourself all the way down, pull your knees into your chest. And just take a moment, squeeze everything in. Now let's take this into a supine twist. So go ahead, extend your left leg out fully. And bring your left hand to your right knee. Right arm out of your side. Now, go ahead, pull the right knee across your body, tuck your left hip underneath. Keep both shoulders down and look over to the right. Now, as you're twisting, find that stretch in the outer right hip toward your low back. If you need more, you can always press down with the left hand till you feel it. To go further, you can extend the right leg. And then further still, if you want to bind both legs, you can bend your left knee. And then take hold of that left foot, kick into the right hand. And wherever you take this to, be sure both shoulders are down as you're twisting. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring both knees back into center for a moment. Squeeze in. And then let's take it to the other side. Extend your right leg out fully. Right hand to your left knee. Left arm out to the side. Now pull the left knee across your body. Tuck your right hip underneath. Both shoulders down. Look over to the left this time. Now find the stretch out of left hip toward your low back if you need more. You can press down with the right hand until you feel it. If you're going to take it further, maybe extend that left leg. Further still, you can bind. Bend the right knee. Reach down with your left hand. If you find that foot, kick into your hand. And again, keep both shoulders down, whatever version of the twist you're in. Just keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring everything back into center. Knees to your chest side by side. Let's go ahead and take happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Now stack your ankles above your knees. Draw down on both sides. And press the knees down toward the floor. Outside your ribs, press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Now try to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down low to the floor. If you want to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. Now finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here. Draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. When you're ready here, just start to move bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. And then take a deep inhale. Reach your arms out long past your head. And draw everything back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull your knees up as well. And then find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale. Hold on to the top. And just let everything go. I thank you for joining class. Namaste.